What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? I know right now it's kind of rough times here in America. You know, you got with the COVID-19 thing going on, and then right after that, you have we had a couple of killings by some white racist cops in a white racist family and a father and son, which was before George Floyd was killed. And this has been going on for years and years and years where whites have been killing us basically for no reason and getting off. And if you want to say they have a reason, their reason was hatred, the hatred against the black man. And it seemed like it's really going, and they getting off with this, man. You know, it's just really, really, really sad. And a lot of people are angry, and a lot of the actions are out of anger. And to me, I have no problem with protesting at all. I think that's a good thing to do, protest until you get justice. But when the protests go as far as when we burning down police stations, burning down police cars, burning down businesses, stores, tearing up communities, I think that's not a good way of trying to get justice. And to me, that's going to bring violence our way. Going to get a lot of people killed because it's only so long before these people continue to allow citizens to destroy communities and destroy businesses and stores and communities and blow up police buildings and police cars before they bring in the National Guard and before they start firing back at people. And we don't want that where we see a lot of people getting murdered and killed. That's definitely not the way to get justice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know we're angry. We have a right to be angry because they're killing us for no reason and getting off. And we dealing with racist people. I know that's a reason to get angry, but you can't let emotions, you can't react out of emotions, should I say. And reacting out of emotions where I'm going to go and bomb places and destroy places and loot, go and steal with all this craziness. That is no way to get anything done. When we think about Martin Luther King, they marched and protested. And like I said, for instance, with the boycott, you know what I'm saying, we boycott buses when Rosalie tried to sit in the front of the bus, they said, no, you can't sit in the front of the bus. You got to sit in the back because you're a black person and you belong to the back. Whites, according to them, was above us. And she stayed in the front and ended up going to jail. Well, we marched and protested, and we didn't ride buses for, I don't know how long, but we didn't ride buses for a while. And they lost some money because we didn't ride buses for a while. And then they began to integrate because we take money out of their pockets. The best way to get something solved is to take money out of that white man's pocket. And to take money out of their pockets is to find out who funded the police force that have these racist white cops on them, and you take money out of their pockets by not supporting those businesses with you shopping at those businesses. With the black man, with us, we don't make the money that the white person makes, but we spend more money than any other race. So our black dollar is very very valuable to them. So in order for us to get justice, we need to find out who's supporting those racist cops. And once we find out supporting the company that support them, that's the company that's supporting that police force, if that's happening, we stop spending money with those companies. That's how we do it, not burning up places. Because burning up places will get eventually probably martial law. And we do not want martial law. Where they tell you when to go in, when they come out. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. The way we're doing it is totally not the right way to do it. But we lost. We lost. And this should motivate us as a black community to be better. We know this to motivate us to definitely be better. And when you're dealing with your oppressors, because basically we've been taken out of our countries, taken out where we believe that where we were from, brought into slavery, and we got out of slavery, but basically we still been under the white man rule for as long as I can know. And we still there. And you can't expect to go to your oppressors and say, hey, we want freedom, we want this, and think they're going to just give it to you. No, they want to always be above you. So in order for us to truly get freedom, is mean we're going to have to separate. You know what I'm saying? And separate to me means get our own businesses. You know what I'm saying? Get our own get our own businesses, get our own restaurants, our own grocery stores, our own barbershops, we already got our own barbershops, our own movie theaters, insurance companies, our own real estate companies. Just have our own businesses, have our own Black Wall Street like we did back in the days, and build it up in each city throughout America, and no longer deal with white people when it comes to businesses. Just stay in our own communities, and that has lessened the problem with this racial injustice, because I just can't see us begging them and asking them, hey, you need to change this, you need to give us justice, you need to you know what I'm saying, you need to stop killing us, because hey man, they are oppressors. You can't expect your oppressors to give you freedom. If somebody hates you, you steady comment to them, hey, you doing us wrong, you doing this wrong, you doing us wrong, you doing us wrong, you doing me wrong. The person that hates you is not going to do you wrong because they have a heart problem. God needs to change them. You're not going to change them. So you separate yourself, you wash your hands with them, you start your own. That's really what we need to do. And then starting our own, we need to stop hating each other, start loving each other, start coming together, stop supporting each other. That's what we need to do. We need to have a code of conduct. And when I say a code of conduct, if anybody's selling drugs in our community, we get on that brother and we get on that brother, that sister, we get on them and get on them and get on them until we run them out of the community. If that brother is murdering people, trying to start gangs in our community, we run him out of that community. We get all up on him, we destroy them. I don't want to say destroy them, but we run them out of the community. If we're going to bring things in our community that's going to destroy us, then we push you out of that community. That's what we need to have, the code of conduct. This no snitching thing. We starting gangs. We got people shooting up people, murdering people, selling drugs, and we say, no, we not going to snitch. We need to get rid of that crap. How about we don't have that in our communities, period? Again, we need to get that out of our community. Another thing we need to do is we need to, as men, because I want to talk to the men, because this is a message to the black man, for me, is that we need to go to our first love again, because we totally have left our first love. Few of us that still following Jesus and sold out for Jesus, but we need to come back to our first love, and our first love is God, Jesus, and we need to get sold out for God, praising God with everything we got, because God made us the head. You remember when he created Adam, then Eve, and remember when Eve bit that fruit, nothing happened until that man bit that fruit. And you know why stuff happened when that man bit that fruit? Because God hold the man accountable. It's not that he don't hold a woman, but he hold the man accountable because he made the man a head. You know, the order of things is God, Jesus, man, and woman. God, Jesus, man, and woman. And what God expects for us is the man is to go all out praising him, honoring him, glorifying him, reading his word, studying his word, having a relationship with him. And how you have a relationship with God is by reading his word, studying his word, get in the mind of God. Get in the mind of God and get in the heart of God. And then you go and teach your family. That means you marry a woman. And you marry a woman and have children by a woman. One woman. And you stay with your woman through thick and thin. And you let God lead you in your family. And you follow God as the man. And as you lead the family as God leads you. And then you teach your family about God and Jesus. And then you pray with your family. You see your family. You let your family see you praying. And then you have Bible class with your family. Your family, your wife, your children should be able to come to you and ask you questions about God. And you should be able to give them answers for it. Each and every one. If they can't, and if you can't find it, hey, give me a little minute. I'm going to go read. I'm going to go study. I'm going to go pray. Lord, what this means? Teach me this. Show me this. And God will show you. That's what God expects for us. To follow him. And to lead our families through him. And to pray with our families. I see so many times where women are going to church. And they have a man living with them. And their children go to church. And the man at home. Then after so long, you see the man at home and the children at home. And the woman going to church. And then after a while, you don't see the man there. So many families growing up without the man in the home. So the woman is raising children by herself. So she got to work, provide for the children, train the children, teach the children, discipline the children, and the man is nowhere around. He didn't have a couple kids by her, moved on. Had another couple kids by this other woman, moved on. Had another kids by this other woman, moved on. And all these women raising these kids on their own. And she's out of order. And it takes a man, and you need both in that home. And the man provides discipline. That man is supposed to provide instruction. That man is supposed to train them and teach them. God holds them again. God holds man accountable for that. The man's supposed to provide. The man's supposed to be a priest, number one. Again, let me tell you, the man's supposed to be a priest, which means he's following God. He listens to God. He's training his family to fear the Lord. He's training his children to have the mind, his wife and his children to have the mind of the Lord. He's training his children and his wife to have the heart of the Lord. When he's not doing that, the family going to go astray and it's going to be chaos. Like we have now. Our men need to come back to Christ and follow him at all. Follow him with all out. Follow him, just give all out to God. Be sold out for Jesus. And then we need to marry our women. Stop just having sex and being with this woman and leaving a woman. Marry that woman. First ask God to lead you and guide you to find the right woman for you. And God gonna show you the right woman for you. That right woman might not be that woman with all the hips and the booty and the nice shape. She might be just a decent woman, but she had that right heart. She'd be a Proverbs. I can't remember it, but she'd be the right woman for you. And then you marry that woman. And then you have children with that woman. You remember, marry, then have children. Then you provide for that woman and your children. You not only provide money, shelter, clothing, but you provide protection. You provide wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You provide Jesus. You show them Jesus. That's what we, not only just in one home, we need that in every home. That needs to be a culture in our community. That needs to be the culture in our community. Then once we have that culture, again, we start our own everything. But we don't have to go to the white man for nothing. And I'm not trying to be racist or nothing like that. But we don't have no black wealth. We don't have nothing. But we spend everything. So how expect we to have power with no wealth? You can't go to the white man and, again, you cannot go to your oppressors and ask him for anything and expect for him to give you a seat at the table. You be equal to him. No, he wants to keep you up under his feet. He wants to keep his foot on top of you. You can meet some white people that be so nice and so loving, and then they home, they racist as the devil, man. This is ridiculous. And I'm saying not all white people are devils, and not all white people are like that. Because there's some good white people. You see some white people out there protesting, and you see some white people that say, man, that's not right. But the ones in high places, the ones that got that money, man, them the ones that bring the laws down, and they coming down on us. So instead of us just continue to ask it, because we've been asking them for years, hundreds of years, equality, and they ain't gave it to us yet. Why are you going to keep asking them? Start your own. I can't emphasize that enough. We need to start our own. We need to promote. And once one person started a business, promote that business. Hey, man, Johnny got good burgers over here. Go shop with Johnny. Man, Reg got tires over here. Reg do mechanic work over here. Reg do carpentry work over here. Jay got real estate business. We shop within each other. And we build our own communities everywhere through America. And that way we don't have to ask the black man for nothing. We got an NBA team with all these players making most money ever. We need to take all our money, the NBA players, combine their money together and start their own league. And shoot, the white person gonna start watching that because, hey man, who wants to? Let's be honest. White people are not athletic and talented as gifted as us. That's just my opinion. And so they don't want to just see white people play basketball or football. They want to see the blacks. They always been entertained by us. So we start our own businesses and say, hey man, if you want to come in our league, come play in our leagues. One thing I like about Martin Luther King is Martin Luther King had peaceful protests, and the peaceful protests got a lot accomplished. But the thing I'm a little sad about is we got integration. And when integration, we had a lot of black businesses back in those days, and we lost those black businesses because we integrated. And because we integrated, those white people's still hasn't changed, still hasn't made us equal. They still has been having our foot on our necks. Things have gotten better, but things are still, we still see we getting killed by the cops. We still seeing racial injustice. We still seeing racism. We still seeing discrimination. I say forget integration. Get our own. White people want to come and work with us? Sure, but we can't. It would be hard. I would be hard pressed to allow them to be in business with me. You could come work for me, but it'd be hard pressed to allow me to have business with them. Not that I'm racist. I'm not being racist, but man, I'm just saying it's hard to have. It's just hard to expect your oppressors to give you anything. It's just hard. And then and then in order to start our businesses, because we think so negative of ourselves, and I think we think negative of ourselves because we don't know who we are, and we are really not black people. We're really not black men. That's what our oppressors gave us. He's black. Really, we come from the black man in America, come from the tribe of Judah. And you read Genesis 49. We come from the tribe of Judah. That's why they call us kings, descendants of kings. You know why the descendants of kings? You know who come from the tribe of Judah? King David. You know who else who come from the tribe of Judah? King Solomon. You know who else came from the tribe of Judah? The greatest man of all time. Forget a GOAT of a basketball player. The greatest man of all time, the greatest ever of all time is Jesus. And we come from Jesus. Read Genesis 49. I'm going to break down the tribes of Judah. We are the chosen people of God. And then you think about Martin Luther King, because we have that leadership, that lion. The lion is the king of the jungle. We read that, it's in Genesis. We got that lion, that kingdom man in us. We got that kingdom in us because it's in our bloodline through Jesus. And you think about Martin Luther King, how he led people. You think about Malcolm X, how he led people. You think about Medgar Evers, how he led people. You think about Huey Newton, how he led people, and how so many people were big time leaders, and the black man. And then you had J. Edgar Hoover said we'd never be another black Messiah. That's why they kept killing us, because they ain't want us united. They ain't want us to have no great leader to unite us. But we still need to go to that spirit within us, that Jesus, Solomon, David, go to that spirit within us and continue to be leaders. Fearless. As long as we put God first, God got us. And the reason why we in this situation, because our ancestors kept continue to sin. God brought us out of slavery with Egypt. We kept sinning, kept going against God. Stop praising the false gods. You know what I'm saying? Stop praising the false gods will bring us out of slavery, and we'll go praising them those Egyptian gods. You know what I'm saying? We gotta conquer a land, destroy these people. Say, for instance, we be having problems or trouble with the Israelites are having problems or trouble with all different other people, and those people was praising all type of false gods. And God would go in there and destroy all those people for us, and then we go and praise their gods. We kept doing that over and over and over. God, like, man, God told us if you praise and follow me with everything you got, God will make you the head and not the tail. I will bless you on top of blessings, on top of blessings, on top of blessings. That means we have money. That means we have rulership. We have all the great things in life. But if you do not follow me, I will allow you to go on slavery from a foreign people, to go back to Egypt. And you would go back to Egypt and you would be under slavery unto them. And that's what happened to us. We went, the white man, if you read Jacob, go back to Jacob and Esau. You had Isaac had Jacob and Esau. And coming out the womb, they was fighting against each other. Esau and Jacob. Esau represents the white man. Jacob represents the children of Israel. And through the children of Israel, you got the children of Israel, you got the Indians, you got the Mexicans, you got the blacks, you got Hispanics. But right now I'm just talking about the tribe of Judah. I'm gonna do a video later on to break that down. We come from the tribe of Judah. And Esau. In one point in the Bible, in one point in the Bible, God hated Esau. And Esau looked like been hating us ever since then. And he said Jacob was going, the children of Jacob was going to be over Esau. You know what I'm saying? But he said later Esau would come back and take over rulership, because Esau would rule by the sword, and they would have our foot on Jacob's neck. And they did it. They came because we were first. You know how it says, the Bible says, what's first will be last. We were first. But because of our disobedience, now we last. Now everybody got our foot on our neck. And one of the ways to get back first is to go all out and praise and follow God. And we haven't done that. Especially the men who God called to be the head. Especially the men. And that's why we need to get back following Jesus with all out. And if we go back and follow Jesus, Jesus will restore us. And the Bible says in the end time that he going to restore Israel. He's going to go back all to the four corners of the earth, because we've been scattered everywhere. And he's going to restore back Israel. And he's going to punish Esau and the Edomites. That mean the ones that's following the devil worship. That mean the ones that hate people. That mean them racist cats. God going to restore back Israel. You got to read it in the Bible. I'm going to do a teaching on this. And that's what we're going to. And right now it's coming up to the end time. The Bible is repeating itself. Right now is the time to get your lives right with God, with Christ. Right now is the time not to play with God. For one, you don't know the day, the minute, or the hour when you're going to die. The dead time is the Bible, basically the Bible says it's going to get worse and worse and worse. So right now is the time to get our lives right with God. And right now is the time for men, number one, men, to get our lives right with God. So in order for us, we want to get true justice. We want to get the white man, these racist white people off our necks. First of all, black man, put God first, Jesus first. That's our culture. Follow God, Jesus. Secondly, start our own. Secondly, marry our women. Be faithful to our women. Treat our women right. And raise our children. And be a priest in our homes. That means put God first. Teach our families about God. And everything going to be about God and our family, Jesus. Provide for our families. And then, third, stick together, love one another, and start our own everything. I'm begging the white man for things. See, we be doing this hundreds of years and he never got nothing. Get on. Protest, yeah, protest. I ain't nothing wrong with a peaceful protest to get justice. But in the midst of the protest, start our own. And don't be all out in the open talking about we're going to start our own. Have meetings together and start our own. So right now, I want you to, if you're not saved right now, just say this. Lord, I'm a sinner. And Lord, I want you to change me. Lord, I want you to clean my heart. Lord, I want you to change my mind to your mind. Lord, I want you to change my heart and create my heart to your heart. Lord, I want you to bless me to be that man that you created me to be. Lead me, guide me, direct me. Because I want to be saved. For God said, I have a plan for you. A plan for you to prosper and not to fail. God said we was fearfully and wonderfully made. And to know that you come from we one of the chosen people, the children of Israel, and we from the tribe of Judah. All these great things we need to know. But we need to tap into it. And to tap into it, we need to get in God's word. We need to praise Jesus. Follow Jesus. Get sold out for him. Sure, we struggle, but God will help us. I struggle. Every day I need to work on something, but I'm depending on God. I know he's going to help us all. God bless us all. Let's peacefully protest. Let's put God first. Go back to this. Number one, go back to our first love. And let's support each other and start our own. God bless you all. God take care of you all. And I'll be praying for you all. Y'all be blessed. Peace.